My name is Harshmeet Singh and I welcome you all to your next class in this extremely important series. As you know, in this series, we want to discuss extremely important terms related to your UPSC preparation. So, if you're appearing for the UPSC examination, this is the series that you have to watch out for. From Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. sharp, we discuss with you important terms related to different subjects in the UPSC examination. We have already discussed many terms from environment, from history, from polity. Today we are taking up a very important term that all of you would have heard if you are preparing for your IAS examinations. This is a term from medieval history. We are talking about the Mansabdari system. Many of you would already have known what exactly is Mansabdari system. You read it when you read about the Mughal era. There are still many doubts in the minds of the people about what is Mansabdari system, and I am here to clear these doubts for you. My name is Harshmeet Singh and I welcome you all once again to this class. If you are new here, please make sure that you subscribe to the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel because we bring to you a lot of fantastic videos from amazing teachers for all the subjects. Also, do like this session, share it with your friends as well. Make sure as many people know about this session as possible. So let's begin with what exactly is the Mansabdari system. Now, Mansabdari system in very simple terms was kind of a bureaucratic system that we have. Just like we have the bureaucratic system right now which you want to join. Similarly, we used to have a bureaucratic system during the Mughal era in India, which was the Mansabdari system. The nobles who joined this system were called the Mansabdars. So Mansabdars were the bureaucrats who were working in the Mughal administration and their system was called the Mansabdari system. Now, as I said, if you want to understand this system better, there's a very good parallel that you can draw. Similar to the structure that we have in India right now. We have the IAS officers in independent India. They have posted as collectors, etc. They are in charge of revenue administration at district level. Similarly, these were the duties given to the Mansabdars. However, the Mansabdars had certain more duties as compared to that. Both IAS officers and Mansabdar are government officials, they are part of the bureaucratic framework. However, the functions of the Mansabdars don't include just the civil work, they include military work as well. For example, right now, the bureaucrats, the IAS officers, etc., the position that you're aiming for, that does not really have any military obligation. That only has civil work attached to it. However, in the Mansabdari system, the Mansabdars also had military work in their portfolio. Now, what exactly was their work? Who exactly were Mansabdars? As I said, Mansabdars were officers who were working in the Mughal administration. They were called as Mansabdars. The term Mansabdar refers to an individual who holds a Mansab. Now, Mansab is a word that means rank. So, if you hold a certain rank, you will be a Mansabdar. So, as you can imagine, Mansabdars would be of different kinds. Some at a very high position, some at medium position, some at a low position. All of them collectively were called Mansabdars only. As just like today's bureaucracy, they could also be transferred from one branch to the other, from administrative branch to the military branch, etc. However, the need was seen to be arising at that time. Now, how exactly were they recruited? Now, the Mughal era, barring a few years, the Mughal era mainly did not discriminate on the basis of religion, especially when it comes to employing people. Mughals enrolled people from all races and religions in the government jobs. Anyone wishing to join the Mughal service had to petition through a noble who presented a tajweez to the emperor. Now, this tajweez was a petition presented by a nobleman to emperor recommending that I know this and this person, just like you recommend a person to your job. For example, let's say you are working in a company and someone tells you, sir, I also want a job in your company. So you will go to your boss, tell the boss, sir, I have a good boy or a good girl and I think he would be suitable for this company. That is how the Mansabdars also were recruited at that time. If the applicant was found to be suitable, a mansab or a rank was granted to him. Higher mansabs are usually reserved for princes and Rajput rulers who were close to the emperor at that time. Now, what does the term Mansab exactly denote? Mansab, as I said, denotes the rank of the Mughal military officer. So, higher the Mansab, higher is your salary, higher is your status, higher is the position. In administrative records, there were 66 grades of Mansab, but in practice, there were only 33 different varieties or 33 different ranks of the Mansabs. As I said, the ranks could be very high, the ranks could be low, depending on how important you are. Now, there are two other very important words related to this system, that is Zat and Sawar. Z8, sorry, Z80 Zat and Sawar. These are the two very important terms related to the Mansabdari system. Initially, a single number represented rank, salary, size of contingent that a Mansabdar would have. However, later on, rank of the Mansabdar was noted by two words, Zat and Sawar. For example, a Mansabdar will have, let's say there's a Mansabdar with 5,000 Zat and 2,000 Sawar. What exactly is the meaning of this? Zat means the rank in the military. So Zat basically indicated how much salary would a person get. Higher the Zat, more is the salary that you would get. So Zat basically is in direct proportion to the value that you add, the salary that you would be earning. Higher the Zat, higher the salary. Sawar, on the other hand, refer to the number of men that you can keep. So every Mansabdar, as I said in the beginning of the class, had a military responsibility also. Whenever the emperor would call upon the Mansabdar, he or she would be ready to serve the boss, or he or she would be ready to serve the emperor. To serve the emperor, obviously, he would have need some cavalrymen. So Mansabdar was given an allowance to maintain cavalrymen. Higher the Sawar number means more people you can maintain, more horses will be given, more responsibility is being given to you. So Zat meant salary, Sawar means the number of cavalrymen, how big the army can you keep. As I said, Zar denoted the rank of the administration, the salary in the administration of the Mansabdar. Sawar denoted the number of cavalrymen the Mansabdar had to maintain. Even if the Sawar rank was higher, the Mansabdar position would not be affected. The official hierarchy, the official position, how strong is the Mansabdar, is decided by the Zat rank, not by Sawar. Zat is an indication of how important the person is, how powerful the person is, how much power he has in the administration, how much salary he would be given. Sawar did not specify that. Sawar was not an indication. It was Zat that was an indication of that. Now you can take an example. If there is a Mansabdar with 5,000 Zat and 2,000 Sawar, and there is a Mansabdar with 4,000 Zat, 3,000 Sawar, this Mansabdar would be a higher ranked person. He would have more power. Why? Because his Zat is higher. Sawar is just an obligation. How many people do you have to maintain? But your authority, your rank, how powerful you are, that would be decided by the Zat. There were some exceptions. Mansabdar who was serving in a very difficult terrain, they had to be given more money, they had to be given more allowances, but usually this is the method that was followed. As I said, bureaucracy of the Mughals time, that is the Mansabdars, had military responsibility as well. As we just discussed, the Mansabdars were required to maintain a specified number of cavalrymen. The Mansabdar was required to maintain a specified number of horses as well. The Mansabdar had to bring his cavalrymen for review and had to get them all registered in the central registry. Mansabdar also had to get their houses branded, so that now branded horses also is a very interesting concept. Branded horse means so that everyone knows that this horse belongs to this Mansabdar. So that if a horse comes from outside, everyone would know this is a bad horse or this horse belongs to the enemy. Because horses were an integral part of the military strategy. You had to understand which horse can you trust and which horse can you not trust. You could not just sit on any horse. There were certain horses that you could trust and certain horses that you could not trust. So Mansabdars also had to get their horses branded so that everyone knew this horse belongs to this Mansabdar. As I said, there was a hierarchy of Mansabdar starting with Amir. Amir, the rank was about 1,000 or below. They were called Amir. Then there were Great Amir or Amir al-Kabir. having rank of 1000 or above. Then there was Amir of Amir, that is Amir ul Umrah. The great Amir whose rank were above 5000 were given this title. And as I said, you can't remember all of them. There were about 33 different ranks, different titles that were given to Mansabdar. So you obviously can't remember all of them, but this is just to give you an indication. The Mansabdars were usually paid in cash as well as in land. They were paid according to their rank. That was called Zat, right? They were paid a good amount of money. They were paid in cash. The cash was called Nagdi. They were paid in cash mainly, which was called Nagdi. Some zamindars are also paid through land, that were Jagir. They were called Jagirdar. So again, all these words, Jagirdar, etc., all these words are associated with the Mansabdari system only. So the people who were paid in cash, that was called Nagdi. The people who were paid in the land system were called Jagirdars, because they were Jagirs, or they were money that was land was given to them. Hi Priya, hi man. प्रिया, अभी तो दिस क्लास, ये क्लास यूजुअली इंग्लिश में होती है, बट अगर आप शुरुआत से ज्वाइन करेंगे शार्प 5 PM पे, तो आपको हिंदी में भी समझा दूंगा, ठीक है? कल से मंडे टू फ्राइडे आपको शार्प 5 PM पे आना है. नाउ द लैंड दैट इज गिवन टू देम, दे ओनली हैव द राइट टू कलेक्ट द रेवेन्यू और इनकम. ऐसा नहीं कि लैंड उनका हो गया. इट्स नॉट दैट व्हेन दे आर गिवन द लैंड, इट्स नॉट दैट द लैंड इज हेरिडिटरी. Land is given to them so that they can collect income from that land. They can collect taxes from that land, और वो उनकी salary हो गई. That was the salary. The Mansabdars were not told that ये land आपका हो गया, this land belongs to you, can pass it on hereditary. No, they could not pass on the land hereditary. The land was given to them just so that they could collect the revenue, they could collect the taxes, and that was salary in the different. Now, who exactly introduced a Mansabdari system in India? Usually we connect the Mansabdari system to Akbar. However, there is a view that the institution came to India with Babur. During Babur's time, the word Mansabdar was not used. It was the term Wajahadar that was used. It was under Akbar that the name Mansabdari came up, and that is why we mostly associate the Mansabdari system with Akbar. But even before him, the system was going on. Just that it was known by different names. It was known by Wajahadar and other kind of things. So that is why maybe before Akbar it was not that prevalent. Just to sum it up in very simple terms, Mansabdari system was kind of a bureaucracy in a graded system. Rank was fixed. According to the rank, the salary was given to Mansabdar. They were nobles who acted as military commanders also. There was no distinction between civil and military department. Both the officers were intermingled. You could be transferred from one branch to the other. The rank was determined by a word called Sat, and there were Sawar was a word that indicated how many horses would you keep, how many cavalrymen would you keep with you. This brings us to the end of the class. As you know, this series goes on from Monday to Friday at 5 PM. So I want all of you to join sharp at 5 PM from tomorrow onward. This is exclusively on the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel. If you want to make sure that your preparation for IAS examination goes on in full swing and you want to take help of the best experts in this field, make sure you join the Gradeup Super subscription. You can join this for 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, or 24 months depending upon your requirement. These are the benefits that you get if you become a Gradeup Super subscriber. You get access to all the running and upcoming courses. You get structured study plan, day by day detailed study plan would be given along with study notes, practice quizzes. You get expert faculty, best of the study material, quizzes, and a lot more. These are the faculty members. I'm sure you would have attended many of their classes. This is me, Harshmeet Singh. I teach polity and governance. We also have many other expert teachers like Abhishek sir, Vasu sir, Teja sir, Kovar sir, Rohan sir. All of these have been teaching a lot of students, and many of these students have also been successful in clearing this examination. Do subscribe to the Gradeup Super to take advantage of all this. You're also on Telegram. If you're on Telegram, search for Gradeup IAS preparation, join the channel. We update study material and short notes regularly there. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Do download the Gradeup app because sahi prep hai to life set hai. Bye guys, I'll see you tomorrow sharp at 5 PM.